Good morning, everyone. Corwin here. Another day on my way to work. I did really good this morning. I woke up on time, even though I went to bed later than expected. Sorry, just making sure I have everything. Oh, damn it, I forgot my water bottle again. Oh well. I want to work. Yeah. So this morning, woke up when my alarms were going off. I think I snoozed it for 5 minutes just to rest a little bit longer. Wasn't necessary, but you know, sometimes you just want to turn over and be comfortable for a couple minutes. But after my snooze went off, I noticed Bolin was panting pretty heavily, usually signifying that he's distressed, and most of the time that's because he has to go outside. So I grabbed him and went outside real quick and threw on some shorts, a shirt, real quick, dashed outside, and then I went on a 15-minute walk with him. Made sure that he got everything out, which he did. And then we walked around the block a couple times. Overall, it was like 15-16 minutes, which is good. I was trying to improve my overall stamina and my leg strength, because, man, my leg strength is... like, my legs are strong, like my thighs, but my calves are fucking weak. I get really bad, I don't even know what they're called. I keep forgetting what they're called. I looked it up before, but it's like this strange muscle that's on the side of your calf. Because your calf is like kind of the front half, right? I don't know. On another note, I've been trying to listen to, you know, different studies of nutrition and weight loss and muscle gain. A very interesting study I heard this morning. You know, and I'm looking into it a little bit more just to see if it's real or not, because it kind of just, the guy kind of just went through and said that he read a bunch of studies, which of course, you know, that's up in the air. It's a random guy on YouTube. But he was just talking about how a lot of those myths around, you know, workouts in terms of eating and stuff like that, like high protein and the diminishing returns of protein, and 3 meals versus 6 meals and stuff like that. And it's very, very, very interesting, just seemingly debunking a lot of those myths, or just kind of tossing it out there that those, you know, everyone's body's different type deal, but, you know, there's no tried and true proven method, which is always the case, right? Everyone's body is a little bit different, sometimes a lot different. So, you know, but yeah, it's just overall about continuing. I already know that I'm capable of losing weight, so, you know, I'm not too worried in that department. What if anyone's throw anything at me this time? It's crooked. Okay, fixed it, I think. But, yeah, so, you know, just overall chilling, trying to, you know, listen to more healthy guidelines, because the type of information that we feed our brain is important, right? And most of the time I just consume garbage and entertainment. So I'm trying to change that up a little bit here and there. I am also trying to change my brain chemistry for my dopamine increases and decreases. Got a lot to work on there. I realized after listening to some studies, some online video essays, that I'm pretty bad about that kind of stuff. But I'm definitely an instant gratification kind of guy, and if I don't see instant results or have that kind of dopamine fix, that I tend not to. I guess I just tend not to stick with it very long, which probably goes hand in hand with why I only play video games, like certain video games, for a small amount of time. Get really into it, and then I kind of pop out. So I'm trying to change the way my brain chemistry works, which you can do through discipline and removal of dopamine triggers. Because you hear all the time, like, oh, I stopped being on social media and I just became way happier. Oh, I stopped going on YouTube all the time and I'm way happier. And it's like, yeah, there's a science to that, actually. But doing it's the hard part, right? We live in the electronic age. Everyone talks about, everyone's on their phones all the time. It's like, yeah, that's because it's instant dopamine, instant gratification. You have everything at your fingertips that you want. You have news, you have entertainment, you have sex. It's all right there. So I've just been trying to I've decided that it's like, if I'm gonna be online, I'm gonna try to make it at least some of the time educational, something that I can learn and take away from it. And so far it's been working out pretty nice. This is only week 1 of my true new journey. But so far I feel pretty good. But the hard part is doing it when you don't feel good, right? So when I hit that bump, when I feel shitty, on Tuesday I felt pretty shitty. I did not feel good. And if I had the ability to, I probably would have called out of work. But I don't, because I already abused the fuck out of that. 3 free days. So here I am, And I've been saving up my PTO, so I haven't even been using that, which is crazy. Yeah, because I'm going on a trip in October. So that's exciting. And yeah, it's crazy. Until then, I'm just going to keep working and trying to earn money and see if I can get some additional gigs for DJing. Just trying to accumulate that wealth. You know what I'm saying? So, continue working in all the different ways that I can. Kind of saving up for that trip, paying off my credit card debt. Maybe that's what we should talk about tomorrow. I'll see if I can remember to do that. Credit cards are pretty nuts. And they are easy pitfalls. Let me tell you. They're great, but they're terrible. But yeah. Maybe we'll kind of go into that tomorrow. And I could just kind of give advice on how credit cards work and how you can avoid the pitfalls of them and how you can use them properly. But in regards to my trip, I'm pretty excited. I believe I'm going to be going to Disneyland and California Studios. I think that's what it's called. And I'll be going during Halloween time. So hopefully I can lose some of this chub between now and then. 3 months. If I can continue this righteous journey into weight loss. And for the record, just so I'll kind of talk about it, I'm not doing this because anyone's like fat shaming me or any of that bullshit, you know? I've known that I was fat for a long time. I talk about it all the time. But what really frustrates me about being this body type is like not being able to do the things that I want to do. Like I want to go out and I want to be able to like walk places, go out and hang out with Javi. I want to be able to like dance and do all this fun stuff. But I just feel so disgusting most of the time. But hey, more on that later. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow too. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day and stay safe. Watch out for dragons.